Welcome to this week's lecture. We're looking at different kinds of models of behavior change and constructs, and sometimes this can get really confusing. We can get lost in all the theoretical background and not really understand how to apply it. So this lecture is going to go over how to apply one very common construct called the Transtheoretical model, also known as the stages of change model. This is actually a blog review that I wrote. It is research-based, but I wrote it for National Academy of Sports Medicine, and you can find it at this website up here if you'd like to read the whole article. And it talks about New Year's resolution members and how to get them into a facility and keep them there. And it gives you some examples. But what I really want to touch on right now are the different stages of change. It can be applied at any point in a person's lifespan, at any point in goal setting. It doesn't just have to be around New Year's. So there are several different phases: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. This goes through some behaviors that you can identify in people that lead you to think, oh yeah, they're probably in this phase. And the reason this is so important is because if you try to offer an intervention that doesn't match the stage at all, you're going to either meet the client with resistance or the client might passively disappear on you because what you were offering didn't match the client's receptiveness at that point in time. This model is a little tricky though, because people can be in more than one phase at once. They can also go back and forth on you. That's just human nature. So, pre-contemplation. People have no intention to change. Maybe you meet someone because their brother, mother, sister, aunt, uncle sent them to meet with you, but they don't want to be here. It doesn't mean that this person can't change. It just means that they're not really ready for a lot of information that you have to offer them. They're not really listening to you right now. So in this case, some strategies such as just inviting them to a community education seminar or providing a quick pamphlet can be really helpful. You might find out what the client thinks of exercise or nutrition, and maybe if the client has some ideas about this, they might actually move into the next phase right there with you. If the client doesn't have anything to think about this, that's where those pamphlets can really help. Your phase 2 client, your contemplator, they're thinking about it. They're like, yeah, I'm going to start walking more, or I'm going to join a gym. Maybe they bought a pedometer, maybe they bought some workout clothes, but the strange thing is they don't actually put it in their schedule. They don't actually commit to using these things that they've bought. You commonly see this. The spring comes around and people go into the running store and they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy these great new shoes and they're going to make me this great 4-foot runner. And you're like, well, the equipment's not going to make you that great runner, but you don't want to say that because you don't want to deter them from their new behaviors. So you let them buy their shoes and their shoes go sit in the box at home and you're like, oh, why is this person not using their shoes? Why are they not running? It's because they're contemplating. They're not actually ready to commit to your change. So how do you help these people? You can help them weigh out the pros and cons of committing to this new lifestyle or change that they're thinking about. You can discuss myths with them. Maybe they think that if they go to the gym and lift weights, they're going to become bulky like Arnold. And we all know Arnold Schwarzenegger, famous bodybuilder. And that's just not true. So sometimes they say, oh yeah, I want to get healthy. I want to lift weights. I know lifting weights is good for me. But in the back of their head, they're like, I don't want to get bulky. They don't realize how much effort that actually takes. So you can help them move through that onto their preparation stage. And definitely invite them to any educational sessions or seminars you're holding. The more that they engage, the more that they might think that, yeah, I'm ready to be prepared. Then we have those in the preparation phase. They kind of show up at group fitness a little bit, they kind of show up at the gym a little bit, they kind of use their pedometer a little bit, they kind of eat healthy a little bit, but they're not entirely committed to making this change. However, a lot of times they don't have proper information to know what's realistic and what's not. So for example, they join the gym in January and they come in and they get on a walking program and they're like, yeah, I'm making this healthy lifestyle change. And then they're going out afterwards and they're eating donuts and coffee every single day. And they're like, why am I not losing weight? Why am I not losing the 50 pounds I thought I was going to lose in 1 month? These people need a lot of information. They don't necessarily have that information, or they haven't necessarily connected it and embodied it. So these are clients that are really likely to drop out because they don't understand what it is that they're asking of their own bodies. So it's really important to ask these clients about their past successes with nutrition and workouts and utilize that information to help them find successful ways of moving forward in your coaching relationship. Also, these clients aren't real accountable. So it's really important to establish what those boundaries of accountability are and how you can help them. And lastly, only agree to one to two behavior changes at a time. These clients aren't necessarily ready to overhaul their lifestyle. They come in, they're like, yeah, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 1 month. I'm going to come to the gym 5 days a week. And they quickly vanish because you just need to take a step back and engage them 1 to 2 pieces at a time and help them understand what's realistic of what they've asked. Moving on to stage 4, your action clients. Clients coming in, they're working out. They haven't done it for 6 months though, but they're pretty committed. These are great clients to start really digging into SMART goals with. They love to come to education sessions. They might find some barriers that are kind of stopping them from moving forward, so you can help them identify ways to overcome those barriers. And then this is a good phase to encourage self-efficacy. Point out their successes, point out what they're doing right, and then fine-tune. And then you have your maintenance clients. They've been coming in, they've been doing well, they're moving forward, they're seeing results, they've been doing this for more than 6 months. It's time to fine-tune them. It's time to ask your clients about changing needs, because they will have changing needs. They don't know it most of the time, but set some new goals. If they want to be more independent, maybe suggest meeting with you once a month for goal setting and program updates. Sometimes fitness professionals undervalue their ability to assess and help people with behavior change. And this is a valuable service. You can charge for this. Many people do charge for this if you think about professional coaching services. So don't sell yourself short here. Realize that you can help these clients even though they seem independent. You can help guide them, help set those new SMART goals, help break down the steps, help with their program updates, and help motivate them and keep them accountable. So I hope that this overview of how to enact the Transtheoretical model has been helpful. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. There are definitely more constructs out there, more models out there that you can use. Definitely feel free to give those a spin. You can use multiple models at one time. The models are just designed for how, in my head, do I organize my interaction with clients to be successful. Thank you.